Aduh.
Top of Rogers phone. You now, Bo.
There's nothing here. Wake up the cat. I'll move the mic as well. Hello everybody. We messed around with the gain and the volume settings, so you're going to have to help me out tonight. Let me know in the comments. Welcome Kurt Curtis, welcome Furnicar. Thank you very much, I'm doing great. Hello Full Dive Media, welcome, welcome. It is 8 o'clock on the 13th of June 2025, and I am in the Black Void. Wake up the cat. We're back. As promised, as an overflow from yesterday, we'll be doing some cool stuff. And it will give me a chance to talk about a whole bunch of things. So I want to make sure that the audio is coming through nice. Because like I said, we messed around with the microphone and the music. So I think the music's probably louder than usual. It's good, is it? Okay, that's great. That's good news. Good news, everyone. So don't forget, if you're watching live or if you're watching later, you can join us on the Discord. The link is in the description. And normally I drag it across, but I'm on the wrong channel. Here he is. Thank you everybody for interacting, liking the shows, commenting on the shorts, submitting all of your stuff in here. And there it is. So thank you very much for your continued support and interest. Like I said, I hope that we can do more as a community in the future, and that's going to be what sort of autumn is all about. But for now, I want to continue with this animation sampling thing, right? And so what we're going to do is we're going to do a little experiment. It gives me the chance to talk about things like that. But before we get into that, VO3 Angel came out, a specialized desktop prompt enhancer for Google VO3. Brilliant. We extended it into DJZ Prompt Angel, which works with WAN, LTX, Hanyan Video, Kling, and VO3. And the beauty is these work with Olama for local models, or with Open Router for the API keys. So this one is specifically built on for VO3. It's the Baghdadi, the original. This one is a first mutation, which I demoed live how to do it. And then here it is. So this one is Prompt Angel. And then the one that we'll be looking at a little later on is DJZ Aura. And this is my new thing, because one of my more popular and older repos is the LLM based prompts. And what this does is it gives you an entry point. I mean, some of them are in the DJZ Prompt Angel, because some of these are video prompts, but all of the ones that aren't video prompts are actually pre-built into the app. So it means you've got a way of accessing those things with local or API. So the latest models for paid, or the latest local models on your GPU. So that's the two ways in, you know what I mean? So you've got both provider types, and it gives you all my agents. Now, it's not all my agents, I plan to add some. But the thing is, it's a modular program. So you can just add, if you go into DJZ Aura, if you're building the app, so modifying it, all you have to do is add new MD files into either system prompts or a folder called examples, which is missing from this one because it was empty. Prompt examples is actually just when you click give me a random prompt. Okay, and I'm going to turn this into a specialized image tool next, because the image tool thing deserves its own. It deserves its own tool. I know I've already made Prompt Angel, but that's for video. So to make image is a little bit different. And that's going to be somewhat massive, because I'm going to put all my prompt lists in, for example. So it'll be able to make Cyber Society prompt lists with a local or the latest data. So this is going to be crazy, but I need to write a new system prompt, which will be we'll come up with a cool name for it, like Aura. See, Aura is all about text. So if I just take a look at what we've got in here, we demoed it yesterday, but the 3D knowledge framework, which deals with knowable unknowns, etc. We talked about that. Deep Lucid 3D, which is a mix of Deep Lucid and the 3D knowledge framework. Golden Shadow Code, we demoed that yesterday, and we were finding, because the thing is, AI code is actually full of incomplete bits and pieces. It leaves the foundation in case you want to do something else later. And so what I found was Golden Shadow actually enables you to just get a buffet of things to make your AI app better, because the code's actually already there. You just didn't, you never asked for it, but it's there. Anyway, we demoed that yesterday. Stoic GPT was an attempt to give it a persona rather than, And then let's see, Unified Narrative Operator, that would be my main narrative tool for finishing work. It's like the polish agent that sits in between the last human in loop phase and the actual human drafting phase, which is before you go to print. The Machiavellian Collection, which is extremely powerful and probably should not have ever been released. Imagine red teaming these guys. Can you even imagine red teaming these? Someone should do it with DeepSeek and see how far it goes. It's going to be a deep rabbit hole there. And then we have my transcript tools. So before I made my transcript tools MCP, which is actually quite popular, it's in a bunch of places and people seem to like it. It has contextual repair to repair the transcript first, because often Whisper will make rhyming misspellings that don't make sense in context. So that will fix all of those easily. Then transcript natural format actually allows you to change it from a time-stamped, like a time-stamped transcript into naturally written prose, which kind of makes sense because it uses the markup and times and everything. And then finally summary, which compresses it into something you can use for a prompt. Okay. And that would be like, you know, this is a one-stop MCP that I use a lot. Say I want to get samples, because, you know, there's like, say you want to do a piece on Nietzsche, and you don't really want to read it all. So you just go and find a couple of 4-hour YouTubes, download the transcripts for all 3, present all 3 of them to the MCP, and this gives you a way of doing each stage manually in my tool. Also, we've got chapter to screenplay and chapter to script. They are sort of spin-off tools from narrative inversion, because I'm slowly going towards writer's tools. That's what's coming up next. The thing I don't like is I don't have an easy way to do like page management and things like that. Aurora, I think we'll come up with a completely new name for the image prompt app. But it is better than Aura. There's probably about 1 billion things called Aura. I should have called it Aurora. Anyway, good suggestion, but it's too late. And yes, +1 Cyber Society, exactly. So that's what DJZ Aura is, and you can add in new system prompts, and you can add in new examples, right? So you put the 2 things together, and yeah. Let me just see now. So yeah, DJZ Aura, it's basically an offshoot of Prompt Angel. I don't know why I haven't updated the image still, but we're going to use this a little bit later on with the online, because it's quicker. We demoed it with Olama last night though, using an 8GB version of Quen 3, and it was giving some really nice results. So the time is now. I mean, I'm getting close to starting to do coding research with the local models, because they are getting that good now. They're nowhere near as good as Sonic 4, but that's like goes without saying. It's like comparing a rocket ship to a passenger car. It's not really a fair comparison. Speaking of passenger cars, a new actor has entered the arena. I don't have any photos of it yet, but we now are the proud owner of a 1 to 10 scale Toyota Sprinter Trueno drift spec, which will be used in future video projects as a stunt car. Well, when I say a stunt car, it's not going to do any jumps, but it will be the actor in the scene. I'm going to be recording it, and we're going to be putting it through, you know, the new open video control net stuff, which is inevitably coming over the next few weeks and months. So that's going to be great to look forward to. Right, I mean, I think we're almost there. Let me just see, is there anything which I've forgotten to tell you guys? Let's give it a quick round of tic-tac-toe. I go here, I go here, I go here, I go here, I go here. It's a draw. This game was generated in like 1 second. You know, it just blows my mind every time. Very cool, very cool, very cool. But yeah, like I said, it's so fast. Don't forget Pong Tank. You can play it. It's not open world yet. Don't worry, we're still working on the version 2. But I think that's everything. There's no new models. No new models, guys. Just the same ones that we already had. There will be more models soon. But at the moment, we're doing a little bit of video gaming development loop. So we often need characters in our video games. Now, doing a side scroller is going to be easy. Are you sure this music isn't too loud? It feels loud for me. Let me turn my music down. I'm not screaming into the microphone. Okay. So often what we need is video game characters, right? And we've got all this image-to-image stuff and image editing, and effects, style transfer. We can do all this stuff. There's also video models, right? Which I thought once we've got more control net control, we'll actually be better off. But what I wanted to do was do a bit of experimentation style, because this is how I used to do stuff like this, but modern games are a little bit trickier, so we might have to make a few changes. So we're going to use Helldivers 2. I'm going to stay on the screen because we're still talking about it. But basically, I'm going to try and turn off all the camera shake and anything like that, and we need a flat surface somewhere in the game. That's all we need. Flat surface, and then hopefully the ability to set the camera angle easily, because obviously you need to set the camera angle. Obviously the camera will tend to follow where you're going. So I'll look around and see if there's anything about this. Dynamic aim. No. Display camera shake off. You're fine. Everything else is fine. Yeah, we're gonna be good. That's high frame rate. Oh wait, I need to apply. I knew that it was that button. What else? So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna get the walk, a couple of cycles in different directions. Yeah, that's all it is. I know it's a little bit crazy and random, but, you know, I want to show you the bit, you know what I mean? And then we'll do the stuff, and then we'll end up with the thing. So, yeah, it's the same sort of process, but I didn't record this off screen. I want to show it because there's some things you got to watch out for. Like I said, you got to watch out for the ground moving. You got to watch out for potential nuances in the movement system of what we're targeting here, yeah? So I also thought it would be a good idea to actually record some gameplay, but like for training a video model. But here's the thing, if I'm going to do that, I have to turn every possible UI element has got to go, because I don't want to be processing frames and training UI elements in, right? It's more useful if you don't do that. I'm sure there's a way to turn. Here we go. HUD. Right. HUD. Off. Map. Hidden. 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 Only when on the map. Okay, map only, hidden. What's this? Map only. Map wide, short, normal. Well, it's going to be hidden anyway. Hidden reticle. Oh, this is like hardcore. Interaction visibility, hidden. Nameplate, hidden. Hidden. I've got no idea what I'm doing, where I am, who I am. Who am I? Map navigation mode. Separated? What's that mean? Allows you to move. Allows you to only move when the map is open. What? What, like Doom? Okay, so hopefully I've gotten rid of everything. Okay. It's going to make it hard to play. Yeah, we'll be alright. Alright. So then, let's go and find a nice desert world. A nice, calm desert world. Let's see now. No. Desert world. It's kind of desert-ish. Desert. This is literally how I play the game. Desert? Oh, that's a good one. No. I guess that's the best, that's the closest to a desert I'm going to find, guys. It's just the colours, you know, the colours. It's less colours, usually. Well, we'll see, won't we? What the heck's this? Robots. Okay, so we've got to get fuel pumps. Don't know, there's people there. Don't know, sabotage. It's like tactical mission thing. That one looks like the best, but I might have to like actually kill a lot of stuff before I get some peace. We'll try and be stealthy first. All right, boys and girls and ladies and gentlemen. Uh-oh. Is it breaking? I think it's breaking, guys. There goes my plans. Oh wait, no. Oh yeah, also for fun, yeah? Wait for it. Is it even playing audio? Oh, I've got someone with me. Well, that's random. I didn't put it on private. Oh well, who cares? He's going to be really confused at why I'm just running around in circles at the end of the game. Alright, anyway, so what we're going to do, I'm not, you've probably seen this game before. You're not here to see the game. So, wait a minute, do I even want that? No. Take that, and like one of what's this? A machine gun. Yeah, that'll do. Because really, I'm just not even, right? So, yeah. We maybe have an interstellar audience too. True. So yeah, the idea here is basically I'm going to run over to a place with a flat surface, and then I'm going to run back and forth, and we're going to record the screen, and hopefully the other guy doesn't like get annoyed with the fact that I'm just like mucking about. So anyway, here we go. So yeah, feel free to, because I'm going to be doing commentary this whole time, because like I said, we're doing something specific. Okay. So I'm just going to start recording the whole thing. Don't need the sound. Was the guy already here? It looks like he actually put a help beacon down. I don't know. It looks like the beginning of the mission. So basically I need to go up there and just run about on the panel. But I don't want to be like, a complete Nancy, right? So let's see. Oh, I can't even see my call-outs. All right, this is going to confuse the hell out of him. I'm going to stick to the plan. He's going to be like, what's he doing? Uh-oh. Come this way, boys. Whoops. I can't even read the thing. I can't even remember the code. Well, he's going to have to do what he's doing. Don't worry about it. I'll be fine. It's just fun. Should have left the UI on, Johnson. Oh, there's no aiming at reticule either. This is awesome. Sorry, guys. Oh, God. Kind of random, I know, but it's Friday. And like I said, see that? But he's going down a hill, so I can't record it here. That guy's like, what the hell? I'm just going to say... no, I can't even chat. All right. I've never tried doing this. I also use the Japanese audio because it's fun. But yeah, see that arrow there? That's where I'm headed. I've just got to get up there without being spotted. Oh, should be fine. We can get what we need done. Because my idea is to see how we're running right now. That's north animation. That's west animation. East animation. That animation, you see? So I can easily record a couple of frames and then extract them. Oh, shit, what's going on over here? Yeah, they're making robots. Making robots! Okay, so this should be... I thought we'd have a landing pad, so it kind of got scammed there, but that is our flat ground. So, let's do south. Let's see, south. Oh, it's better lighting up here. Okay. There we go, running towards. Oh wait, we want it to be kind of isometric, don't we? Yeah, true. Make it like that. And then like that. And then like, oh, it's going to be hard because the helmet. Just a couple of left and rights. Try and get something good out of it. And then diagonal. It needs to be better lit. I'm so annoyed there's a mountain in the way. Because it's not, you know what I mean? There, it looks great. Let's try and do it Because the hill... Oh, the hill's not too bad, actually. I thought the hill would mess up, the, you know, like the gradient would make him walk up and down. But it actually doesn't. He just stays in that spot. I need to get a good... I need to get a good area for the diagonal. Diagonal. Okay, it's kind of... Do you reckon it's going to look... It's going to look really different because it's going downhill, right? So I think I did that one, I did that one, I did that one, I did that one. I think I've done them all. Alright, well, I've got my main objective. So let me get my UI elements so I can at least see what the codes are, because that was a bit stupid, wasn't it? I think you can actually change it to be like dynamic. Header hidden. Oops. Hey, okay, now I've actually got thing. Right. So let's get some video, I guess. Yes, so yeah, double action. I thought we'll get a couple of clips to train. Oh my god. Yeah, we'll get a couple of clips to train and see what we get out of that. Do a little wham. I think that my buddies are over here somewhere. Oh, shit. Oh. That's close. Keep it interesting. Nice. Just getting some shots. Oh god damn, what the hell is he? What the hell? What are they doing? Pit-Boy in Fallout, so the real life in our monitor is clear. I'm bleeding out. Oh, it was tough. Oh, I got friendly. Oh well. It happens. Oh. He looked like a kill zone trooper as well. Oh, wait. What? How am I dead? But the mech's still... No, it's not. No. There's no way that thing's still... How is that thing still alive? I'm sure it blew up. It doesn't look like it blew up. What? I'm still in there. My body... What? Wait a minute. Have we got a traitor in the lobby? I'm just trying to understand. Am I being betrayed by my friendly? No. I think my mech's just bounced. Oh my. No, the mech's just cursed. That's what it is. We've got some physics issues. But I suppose at least it's cinematic. Oh my god. Put it out of its misery. Oh no! That didn't go right. Stay down. He wants me to do these. Glory to Super Earth indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, we are. Wait, has he not? He's still figuring it out. Where are the mechs? I think he must have dispatched them all. There we go. What? Oh, I always break something. Oh, see? I always break something, guys. Something breaks. Dude, where's my car? So anyway, what we were doing, in case you missed the beginning, was we were recording our lovely animations here. Our lovely animations, as I say. Because you can get these out. Now, you really want it on a flat ground, as I said earlier, because if it's on a flat ground, you know, he's not going to move up and down, and then you don't have to, like, rotoscope the frames. So if he's walking on a flat surface, he'll typically just walk flat. So then it's like you're restricted by how much space he's got on the ground. Tagging map. Oh, are they all leaving, are they? Alright, it's time. I wonder, where's my car? It's over here. It's parked somewhere. Hey, there it is. You should have seen the cursed car. It got stuck in a donut once. And it was on fire after having exploded. It was still going. Hey. That's how you do it. Oh well. That was impressive until it rolled. Oh my god, what is going on out here? Oh, he's on a jetpack. What? I just changed the site and it's like barely changed. Cinematic. Yeah, this is where I need to be anyway. Okay. Give them hell, guys. Going for that long throw. Oh! Oh, he's friendly. Don't shoot him. Oh, what is this gun? Oh, that worked. Oh, there's more. Oh, wait, how do I do it? No, that's the wrong one. No, that's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. Ah! I've forgotten the button. Right, hang on. Yeah, we started a thing. Hard work. I've actually forgotten the button for salute. I thought it was E. What the? Yeah, there's some strange things going on. Oh! Didn't even notice. Alright, I think I've got what I need. Don't tell me this was vibe coded. No. We're just stealing some animation frames. We got what we need though. GG, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. No, we're not that good yet. We're not that good. Turn the UI back on. Yeah, I know. Should have done, right? Gone. Okay, so now let's get the files. I need the files. Show recordings. Yes, please. Yes, please. So we're going to take... Is that today? Yeah. Friday the 13th, so you start the stream with random gaming for half an hour. What? Friday the 13th, guys. Never expect. Just takes a switch. Right. Yeah, basically, guys, I just wanted to see if we could get that Helldivers walking animation and then talk about the challenges and all, because obviously it's not going to work very well. But, you know, I'm trying to remember the name of my, what's the name of the tool I use to do the bridge? Oh. My Windows is being useless. Not surprising. It won't show me the program I need. Oh, God. Just annoying. Alright, so I guess I just copy the entire file to Google Drive as is and just download it. That should work. It's just like... so like I like to do Handbrake and decode it first because it's a smaller file. Try it one more time. Handbrake. Yeah, look, there you go. It worked now. So strange. So anyway, and I'm back. Like I said, a little bit of a switch. Okay, and I want to put just that file in there, please. There we go. And encode it. How long's that going to take? 10 minutes. All right, we can move on. So let's have a little look at Aura. I do need to actually see the chat though. Hey, have you tried Ninja Ripper? Cough cough. For getting assets out of games? Cough cough. Yes, but I was wondering what's the current state of just getting the clips and then doing RemBG and cropping them out so they line up. What does that look like? We don't need a full 60 frames per second animation. You just need like a 6 frame per second animation. So it's actually, I think, easy to do. And it's not even going to take that much work either. So I'm willing to do it even if it's a disaster. Yep. Because it's essentially the same process, because before you'd need the game assets, but now we've got all this AI stuff. Can you just literally take the game assets straight from video gameplay? If it's under control, I think you probably can. So I think it'll make up for a lot. But yeah, I need to turn this music down still. It still feels like I'm like super loud. Grab the meshes and anim scripts to animate. Yeah, but that's like a lot of work. I'm thinking all we really need is an image. We just put it into our beautiful AI models and make something new. But yeah, we'll see, won't we? We'll see. Right. So let's get Aura. I don't think I've got Aura. Do I have Aura on here? Yeah, I do. Oh, look, it's the name of something on my computer already. What is this? What's Aura? Is it something to do with RGB? Okay, so here we have Aura. Oh, you missed the beginning. Don't worry, Dragon. All you missed was me running around in Helldivers with no UI. It was fun. It was fun. And like running around in circles at the end, and the other people in the match being like, "What the hell is this Muppet doing?" But we're cooking the video, so when it's ready, I'll upload it, download it, and then we'll edit the clips out. And it's two things. One, a new FPV style, or no, what is it, third person? Yeah, third person. It'll end up being a third person style, won't it? We'll see, we'll see. But I want to steal the, I use steal artistically, not implicitly. We're going to rotoscope. That's what it would have been called, rotoscope. The source from video game footage, right? So a walk animation of a consistent character lit slightly differently from all different angles, you know what I mean? Because that's what the video game gives us, right? So yeah, it's an interesting starting point. And the thing is that you can do the customization in game. Now normally I would be saying get your own animation, get your own mesh, set it all up, go into Unreal, hold the button, fix the camera. But I'm thinking about doing it a little bit more low budget. So there's a video game. There are many video games, right? You could target something from a video game and do something similar, and then make your game assets from some similar process to what we're doing tonight. But while we're waiting for the inevitable copying and transcoding and all that to happen off screen, I got my clone working on it right now. We're going to take a little look at some of these tools, because what I wanted to do was nice. Okay, should we put it into open router mode? Failed to set, not configured. Okay, I need my open router key. I need my, that's Anthropic. Didn't I get one last? Oh, no. Okay, so I got it. I'll just get it. I'll just get another one, guys. Open router. Open router. Yeah, he wants my key, guys. He wants my key. I've only used it in local mode because the open router was down yesterday. So yes. Angel V2. Edit key. All you can do is change the name. Okay, so this is actually called Aura. So yeah, okay, fine. I never actually did get a key for it. It's doxing time. You can't see it. Test. Refresh. Populates the grid. Look at all these models. So many models. We're going to put it on Sonnet 4. Close the window. Okay. How do you get that magnifier again? Magnifier. And it's Windows Plus. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. So, we are going to be using Anthropic Sonnet 4. We are going to be using my chapter to screenplay. We're going to be using Aura, my desktop tool. My God, man, it's hard to control. Anyway, it's it's like caffeinating, the sensitivity. Cool. So there it is. It's been much more simplified. There are no examples, I don't think. Oh, there's the HTML. I gave an example of how you can add an HTML file to have and work on that with the golden code. But anyway, we're not going to be looking at that. It's just the prompt for chapter to screenplay. So I'm going to have to grab, ironically, a chapter of a book real quick, which is probably going to be Tower Book 1, Chapter 2, which will also publish for everyone to have a read of. Can I find it? Can you find it? Oh, it's in here somewhere. Tools, Tower Trilogy, there it is. So let's go book 1, chapter 2. There we go. So I will copy all of that. Oh my God, it's quite a bit of text that is. It's quite a bit of text that is. So this is a significant amount of text. 40,000 of 5,000. Yeah, I think I went a little bit overboard there, guys. I don't think. I think it's too big, too buku and all. But that was like an entire chapter. So page by page. Okay, how about that? How much is that? It's still 14,000. Okay, how about that? Yes. Okay, cool. I just cut it down to the limit. It might be that we can change the limit, but the limit is there because, you know, the context window and all. There is a limit to how much you can submit. Everyone does tricks to get around it. It must be less than 5,000. Hey, at least it has the error. He was quite clever, actually. He thought about all kinds of stuff. Very impressive. So here we go. Look, check it out. It's working. So it's turned the chapter into... Oh my God. Can we not be caffeinated when we move the screen? Okay. So yeah. Final Ascent, a screenplay by author. We should put that on the book. Fade in. See, so it is. It literally is the screenplay. Oh, it's a little bit different though. I don't see the lines being quoted here. Skull Crusher. Oh, it's because Skull Crusher. This is his line. Okay, that's a little bit strange. I'll say that. It seems to have tried to mark up things in a weird way. But that's not actually coming out exactly as I expected. It started off right, and then it started reading, and then when we get to the first person that speaks, it's written in prose, even though, no, it's describing him. Describing everyone. I don't see anyone talking. End of scene. Yeah. Let me have a look on this side. Yeah, skull. So okay. Yeah, it's messed it up. It's messed it up. Subtle. That's what Thimbletack says. Yeah, something weird is going on here. I'll be real. We'll have to figure that one out. But that's okay. Yeah, it's funny that is. It's like it got confused between what's being spoken and what else is happening in the scene. So there we go. Subtle. Subtle. Thimbletack observed. And where's that? There, subtle. Yeah, it totally messed that up. They don't talk about anything. naughty. We'll figure that out. Ooh, I'll tell you what, it is hot, isn't it? Today, absolutely crazy, the heat. Absolutely crazy. We'll keep going for as long as I can. I'm sweating buckets here. Oh, that's one thing that'll beat me, is the heat. Okay, so let's see. But yeah, like I said, I've had great success with all of the other things on this list right here. It's been a really nice tool, but I think it's more just like working towards what can be done when you start involving those two providers. I probably wouldn't bother with Anthropic next time. It's just I had to start somewhere. Okay, got another, what's that? Another minute left on the other job. So I wonder so I don't have the graphics ready for the desktop stuff that we were doing. But yeah, basically this is my sort of this has been my pet project this week, I guess, really. All of the source is over on the GitHub. Like I said, you can go ahead and download it, change it, build it yourself. If you git clone this, you can just say, change my app to do something else. Okay, it might be tricky. I think it's easier just to start off, start from scratch. And so, like I said, to that, what I decided to do was make everything available on another repo, which is the VO3 Prompt Assistant Dev. Remember I said to everybody when I started, I was like, oh, I'm going to make it all available on here, how we made it. Okay, so yeah, sure, the Prompt Assistant, but it's the app docs folder. So in here, look, it shows these are the scripts I used in my project, so I could vibe code the provider for Ollama for local model support, and then for OpenRouter for the API support. Now, there was some jiggery pokery, you know, but really it was these 5 files. I put these 5 files into the conversation. Obviously I did one, I did OpenRouter first, because you don't need to actually have Ollama running on the machine, so I did that. And then when I had a machine that actually had Ollama running on it, I did the Ollama side, and it's done in TypeScript so that it will integrate with the Node.js, and you can have a React front end and all this good stuff. But really what I wanted to do was I wanted to make like a kit that you can give to a coding AI, which would enable you to build an app that can interface with large language models without actually needing to have a GPU. Like obviously we've got the Ollama, but that's not what I mean. I mean, you don't have to have like an H100 cluster or a full stack of CUDA, right? This makes the local stuff easy, and this makes the cloud stuff easy. You put the two things into any app and it's just like, oh, I don't even need to worry about payment anymore, because this is free and this is your customer uses his key for it. So then you can just build the thing you want to build and you don't have to muck about with payment and all this nuts. Because I'll be honest, it's a bit of a scam, you know. You can actually end up losing if you're not careful, you know. And also, people don't know this, but token taxes are coming, and some countries will actually backdate. So if you've been selling tokens, you might find you have a big old tax bill. They're planning it, man. I've been watching the discussions online. It doesn't affect users. It only affects sellers. So if you sell tokens, yeah, so like OpenRouter, OpenAI, Google, yeah, the governments will want to bring in a token tax. So I don't know what it'll be, probably like 10%, maybe less at first, but it'll creep up because they want a piece of the pie. At first they were like, oh, this is a fad, it's gonna go away, and now they're like, we want some. So it's here to stay, guys. It's a good sign, actually. It just means you know, you got to be careful with those AI millions you've made. You might get a big old bill. Oh dear. But yeah, so like I said, using these we can actually create just about any app that we want that involves the use of LLMs, And we have the choice. Do we want to do it with a local Olama, or do we want to do it with like ChatGPT and Claude and stuff? So that was, you know what I mean? You can throw away all of these apps I've made because they're all proof of concept. They work great, but they're not perfect. They're all proof of concept. Like, I've took it all the way to distribution with the installer and all, but to be fair, it's not, there's no certificate here, you know, it's not like signed or anything, yeah, but it's open source though. That's the idea. So using a combination of these files to vibe code from scratch, do I have the original prompt? I might even have the original prompt. Certainly it's on the live show. We made all of these on the live show. Yeah, it's not in here. But if you have a look at the actual report for 2.50, check it out. Oh yeah. It was still biased to VO3 because it was built for VO3. But the idea was to build a model agnostic provider client with which you can run any custom system prompt as an MD file, and then you can have a custom RAG section for loading examples or a style transfer or an HTML file to look at. And it's still quite primitive, you know what I mean? You'll find better than this. But I wanted to do it open source. All that stuff that's better than this is also private and licensed, so you won't see the code. And also, I wanted to know if the AI could just build this from scratch, which it can. I didn't do any of it. It's my idea, do you know what I mean? It's my idea, my intent, but beyond that, this is all done by Claude Sonnet 4 and some prompt engineering. So we have VO3 Angel, which is just for optimizing, so it makes amazing video prompts. We'll do a demo in a minute. Prompt Angel works with open source models as well, so I expanded it to be more than just prompts, just a prompt enhancer for VO. And then I thought, well, we could do the same exact client just for text generation. All you got to do is swap the files out, change some labels. So the prompt for this was literally make me an asset flip using Prompt Angel, change it to Aura. It's going to make text instead of video prompts now. I've changed all of the MD files. That's all I did. Exactly like I told you. Do you know what I mean? It was an asset flip, right? Is this the only VS Code we've got right now? Yeah, I think so. Okay. So I obviously did it on my laptop. Laptop's actually working on something, so I can't remote into him. He is busy. Obviously, I told you about the robot team. That's all working now. You can actually control it from chat. So you can do Sonnet. Say, Sonnet, I need to figure out a plan for all my robots, and then at the end of it, actually set all of the robots to do all of their things. And he'll do it all with the MCP. So you can have up to 7 bots via Discord, and it'll just automate. I haven't set mine up yet. I haven't had time, but I know the features work, so that's pretty cool. We played Pong Tank. We played Mortal Pong. Right, this video is done. Hold up. I need to get that video. Yeah, see, it's half the size now. It was 1.2 gigawatts, and now it's only 500. Do I not have Google Drive on this account? Come on, Googles. Give me your Googles. This will be HD3. There's no such thing. There is now. So can we put this in there though? Man, it's so unintuitive. It feels like everything was easier in Windows XP, but maybe I'm just getting old. Oh man, shakes hand at new version of Windows. And so, yeah, like I say, had a little bit of a look at the old VO. Not not VO, Aura. So I think I've still got the VO3 one on here. Let's check. VO3 version 2.0, 2.5. So it looks pretty much the same, but it doesn't have dark mode. Oh, don't tell me I need to put this in again, do I? And don't tell me I didn't. No, I gotta set up another one. Literally, I feel like an idiot now. So. Hang on, guys. VO3. They're gonna be like, why does this guy keep making? You know, you don't have to make an API key every time you use it, right? Damn it. Open router, please. Yay. Alright, cool. Sonnet 4. And also, I never noticed this until I built this tool, but the difference between Sonnet 2, Sonnet 3, Sonnet 4 is huge. Huge. Yes, Dragon. See, I loved XP. 98 was good because you could completely own it and customize it. Yeah, they got rid of all that, didn't they? You got to get the ultimate version so you can have language packs. Dear oh dear. So anyway, like I said, when you got this set up, you obviously have the option to use Olama, but we're going to use Open Router with Claude Sonnet 4. We're going to pick a example prompt. You don't need to pick the system prompt for this because it only has one. That's the whole point. You have 4 options: character dialogue, cinematic scenes, default examples, and technical demos, right? So, like if I was to say cinematic scene, how about we do... Oh wait, there's that thing everyone's been doing lately. Should we say... yeah, an Australian, what's it? An Australian, I'm going to say Bigfoot, even though actually it's not, it's a Yowie. But I don't think that he's going to know what a Yowie is. But if I say an Australian Bigfoot, he might just reckon he'll say an actual Australian Bigfoot, like just a Bigfoot. Maybe we have to do better than that. Maybe we have to do an Australian. Right, let's try that better. Because it's going to enhance it, guys. Yeah, it's going to enhance it anyway. But I want to try and do a thing so it's not just a cat with a hat, you know what I mean? So let's just think about this. I want to do like a fake one of those Yowie videos, right? Because I think it's going to be pretty easy. Let me see. It would be selfie video in GoPro style, camping video featuring an Australian Bigfoot. Yeah, wearing a backpack and playing a prank on campers in the forest. I mean, yeah. Just describe what the thing is, right? Don't worry about the audio. Let's see. Ah, yeah. He is speaking to the camera in vlogger style. Yeah, just say vlogger style. I'm not trying to be precise because the whole point is I've got this thing. Hopefully it won't fail me. Oh yeah, those Bigfoot videos I've been seeing all over. I think my old man asked me about them 3 days ago. Literally, that ever since VO came out, it's like, in fact, there's probably about 50, I've seen 50 clone YouTube channels by different guys now, because it took off so much, it's turning into a genre. AI Bigfoot videos or AI Bigfoot vlogs. The best ones are doing like pranks and telling jokes and stuff. The worst ones are AI generated voice. I think what you have to do to make this really work is you make the video and it does speak, but then you voice it yourself, and you have to be really careful to try and make it look the same. That's the trick. I wonder how many were just like good but didn't look the same, so they had to get discarded. But you'd probably spend a fortune on it. But to be honest, if you can monetize that and you get millions of views, it's not going to break your bank. So let's see, what do we got? Good day, legends. Today we're going to give these city campers the fright of their lives. They've got no idea what's coming. Dude, don't tell me it's all just to mate. That's actually way better than I thought it was going to be. All right, well, let's see how it generates, because, you know, like a prompt is a prompt is a prompt. But when is a prompt not a prompt? When it's a video. Okay, so let's add that. And remember, we're going to trim out all of the AI thoughts. Okay. Like that. And how are we doing on the upload? It's finished. Let's download it. Nice. Things are starting to happen as we come into the second hour. But that does mean that while this video is generating, we are on Coffee Time Official. Coffee time. Coffee time. Which YouTube? Which one of my 30 Google Drives? Hang on. Okay, it's bad. It needs better prompting. Oh wait, I know why it... You son of a... Do you know what they did? Do you know what they did? They scammed me with the VO3 mode by default, VO2 mode by default. So I have to do it again. You didn't miss nothing. Oh, I've got 2 videos to show you now. See, I haven't even moved yet. I gotta go and get coffee. Let's download this video. Hey! Oh. Yes, indeed. Like I said, once we get this, I got to get a battery for this new car. Once I got the battery in it, should be able to set up some filming, and then the idea is to use that as the input video with the models we already trained. Remember, we already trained a bunch of models, cars, you know? So we've got the models for cars. Them with the input video from the stunt car. And I'd like to know, are we there yet? Are we there yet? Because if we're there yet, I've got a lot of input footage. Yo, Big Cheech. I've just been telling everybody about the 8.6 stunt car we're going to transform into things with AI. Interestingly enough, it actually has a completely, swappable body with a different length chassis. So the idea is that you could actually put like a green box on it or something, you know, to transform. I don't know what the best is yet. Let's say though, because it used to be that if you had like a green screen and all, you know, you'd have to get the thing that you want, but with diffusion you can change the thing into something else, so you don't necessarily need the thing you want. But it has to be like, it has to move in the right way and all of that. So I think that's like more important. I said download it, it's like stalling me with like vibe checks. Useless. But yeah, like I said, welcome to Coffee Time, ladies and gentlemen. Is mayonnaise an instrument? It can be. I think mayonnaise can be an instrument, yeah. An instrument of doom. Don't put it in the coffee machine. You're making me think there's mayo in my coffee now. I've never done it, but the thought just made me... Because the thing is that Domino's mayonnaise, Domino's, what's it called? Garlic mayo. It's the same exact shape as those coffee pots that you put into the machines. So now I'm like constantly thinking, is this actually coffee? Anyway, let's take a look at the not so great outputs. I think what we need is something a little bit like, I think it needs a bit more design. It was close though. So this was the VO2. Obviously there's no audio with VO2, but it's kind of reminiscent. It's quite close as is. It's, you know what I mean? It's not as good though. And then this, well, I can't hear anything.
Lives. They've got,
hang on.
Today, legends. Today we're going to give these city campers the fright of their lives. They've got no idea what's coming. Today,
Wait a minute. I swear I've seen that exact video script, but just with a different video. Hold up. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let me get back to my enhancer real quick. What's it saying? What you saying, Jack? Mayonnaise is more of a weapon of choice. I sense some meta coming. Okay, so what's it say here? More action. The camera follows as he goes. The camera switches between selfie mode. Include him pulling the prank. Right, okay. I am gonna... Right. Ah, crap. Evil laugh. Damn, nothing happened. Okay, so if I just... There. Right, more action. Hang on. More action. Multiple angles. Extended setup. More comedic. Okay, I'm gonna try that. Oh, and maybe change it to character dialogue and see what we get. So I've taken like the suggestions that he made at the bottom here, but everything else looks really good. It's got everything here that I'm surprised how close I got to the viral video. The quality's not there, but that's just about generating more until I get like really good ones or adjust the prompt manually, you know what I mean? But as a starting point, that was very close. The script is almost identical. The look isn't. The look is too cartoony. This one was kind of closer. I think that he's not using Bigfoot. I think he might actually be using Yowie. I might try an Australian Yowie. I just want to make sure I spell it right. I'm pretty sure it's just Yowie. Yeah, there it is. Yowie. From the outback. Okay. Where is he? There he is. Yeah. So... here we go. Copy that. What else is it? What other suggestions? Add him reviewing his prank arsenal at the beginning. I've seen... right. If any of you guys have seen those videos that have been going viral lately, look at what my prompt enhancer is telling you to do here. He's saying, extended setup. Add him reviewing the prank arsenal at the beginning. Include reaction shots discovering the pranks. Series format. End with subscribe for more Bigfoot pranks. You legends. Set during different Australian seasons for varied visual appeal. Isn't that pretty much what we've been seeing though? And I don't have the guy's prompt. I haven't showed the guy's video. All I did was I just typed in a similar concept to my enhancer. That's all. To my video enhancer, I just said selfie video and GoPro style camping video featuring an Australian, and I said Bigfoot, not Yowie, I'll be honest. Wearing a backpack, playing a prank on campers in the forest. He's speaking to the camera, vlogger style. The camera follows as he creeps close to the tents for movement. The camera switches between selfie mode, showing the target, and then include him pulling prank items from his backpack. Right? And like I said, every time we've done it, the examples that it's giving us are pretty much, you know, what you're seeing in these big viral videos, which have been so popular over the last week or so. It's got all of the elements there. It's actually quite surprising. It's like word for word. We're getting quotes that are literally the same. So that's kind of cool, actually. I like that. Whoa. So definitely the tool could be used to make something cool like that. So this one's Bigfoot. I want to do another one with the Yowie and see if the image of the Yowie gets closer. I do think that they're using the word Bigfoot though. I thought they might be using gorilla at first. Let's give it a generate and see how it comes through. So again, when you do this, it gives you the whole thing. So don't forget to trim off the chat from the bot. And make sure it says VO3, because oh my god, it keeps on scamming you by doing automatic VO2 gens. But yeah, like I said, the first one we did was in VO2. And like I said, I haven't given it any... If the guy that runs this has ever given out a prompt, I don't have it, and it's not in this workflow. All I did was give it the most simple, like, oh, make a vlogger, Bigfoot guy, in Australian accent, doing pranks, go. And it gave me some suggestions, which I added to the bottom. It gave me more suggestions, which is so close to what we're seeing, like I say. Look, add aftermath scene where Yowie reveals the prank. Include multiple prank attempts with increasing absurdity. And frame nature documentary parody with Yowie as a researcher. Literally, I've seen that exact video with like 1 million views going, hey, what's up? He goes, g'day, legends. I'm more of a scientist. I study humans. I swear I've seen that. So, but yeah, like I say, this is furry Australian Yowie. So I want to know, like, what I'm trying to do is I'm doing a bit of reverse engineering, but using my tool that you can go ahead and use, you know, just to test it, see if it's going to be useful for this task, right? Which it should be. So I think it's more of a, you know, because you can talk about like brake horsepower. You can talk about brake horsepower and all that kind of stuff all day, but until you put a car on a drag strip, you don't really know how fast it is, do you? Or whatever measuring stick it is, you know, you've got to actually get it actually doing something, you know, you can't just keep measuring and measuring. You've got to actually use it and see the result. Like I say, this was okay, but I think it's off. That the audio was great though. The audio was exactly right. Here.
G'day, legends. Today we're going to give these city campers the fright of their lives. They've got no idea what's coming. G'day, legends.
See, that's like the same voice. Same voice, same energy. But the video is too CGI, too cartoon, too kid show. And this is more real looking. So it's kind of like, I think what's going on is prompt editing. So like, is it Bigfoot or is it a Yowie or is it a gorilla? What is it? Because I bet there's a trick to, you know, picking the right words basically. And it might not be Bigfoot or gorilla, or it might be orangutan. You see what I mean? But the point I'm trying to make is that there will be a set of words which gets this looking exactly right. Everything else will just fall into place because it's basically suggesting it for me. Here we go. Let's try this one. This is Bigfoot.
Today, mate, today we're going to have some fun with these unsuspecting campers. Today, mate, today we're going to have some fun with these unsuspecting campers.
No idea. But the point is, I just wanted to show you, like, you can get really close. It's not actually a big project, and when you get the prompt right, you can just use it again and again and again and again and again and again. I think it's all about precise wording and stuff. So that was the last Bigfoot one. I think Bigfoot's coming out like a kids' TV show, and there might be other reasons for that. We'll have a look at the prompt, but I got a feeling that it's all about just getting the prompt right. So it might be like there's something else you can do, like 70s TV show, or I don't know, there might be some trick. You know, you can add a couple of phrases. We've done it with images. What's the name of that guy? The artist. Everybody put his name into their art for a year and then he complained and now no one remembers who he is. I feel bad for that. Anyway, I won't name him names. No. So, we're nearly there on this one. I think I've got the next video locked down. Let me just see here. Yeah, okay. So, there it is. There it is. Alright, so then we're going to need the old Premiere. Premiere. So at the beginning of the stream today, because it's Friday the 13th, we did something a bit weird. We were in Helldivers 2, and we were doing some strange things with the frames. Strange things with the frames. Adobe's so good. I pay so much good money. Good Adobe, good. It's actually open, by the way. It's just crashed. Close that. What's going on? What is it doing? Right, I'm just going to open a project from here because it's crappy software. It doesn't really work. Do I get a refund when it doesn't work? Is that a thing? Oh my god. Oh, this is so stupid. Come on. Escape. Alright, wait. Clip. That'll do. My god, man. Look, and then again, look, it's crashed again. It's like if it can't find a file, it doesn't just put the file offline anymore. It like completely pauses the entire software and you have to be like, yes, the file's gone. Yes, offline it. It's a very strange system that they've got running. I worry that they don't really know how to fix it. Greg Rikowski, says Fernicar. Yeah, I even used to put his name in my prompts early on when Stable Diffusion 1.4, 1.5. But pretty much all the living artists were removed from Stable 2.1 onwards. By the time SDXL came out, I think there were only like 3 living artists in the training set. It doesn't stop people complaining about it though, because they didn't know that. Right, so let's see. What I need to do is I need to open up that video. So let's just chuck it in here and change the sequence settings real quick. Let's also go back and check out that other video which we had cooking. Okay. Oh my god, a Yowie does something different.
G'day legends, check this out. Gonna give these campers a proper scare. G'day legends, check...
What the hell, dude? That is not right. I reckon he said orangutan. No, he didn't have the cheeks. It can't be. It's got to be a gorilla. Right, I'm going to make one change. See, this whole thing, I'm just speculating on what I think is going on here. Make one change. Australian gorilla. Gorilla influencer. Influencer survival. Survival? Survival vlogger. Okay, let's try that. And we'll do cinematic scenes instead of dialogue, because I think it was better on the cinematic. There's so much more that you could do to this, though. I'm just sort of speculating on how I think it's done. I don't really have a clue, but I've got a suspicion. Look at that large, hairy cryptid. Oh yeah, we haven't generated any cryptids. Oh boy. Okay. Oh, of course. Oh, wait, we got it. Okay. chuck it in there. There. Like that. Get rid of that. It's a chunky boy prompt. VO3, go. There we go. Right. Let's not lose focus. God knows what I'm talking about. Right, where was it? Where was the exit? Oh yeah, I had to run away from things first. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Okay, and then we start running about. Not from that way, but from that way. It's going to be tricky, this one. Let's see, there, run up, run down. Run up, run down. Okay. So I basically have to start from there. Wait. There. Start from there. And I move in all 8 directions eventually. And I think by the time I've come out here, we're done. So that's the bit I want. Left foot. Starting on lefts. Left foot. It's like way too many frames. And yeah, it needed to be bright. Do you know, I should have done this on a brighter map. Damn it. That's why I wanted the desert. And then I ended up with, like, I don't know, Dust Central. Then turn around there. Now he's turned around. Is he on left? That's down there. Left foot down. Let it do a couple of cycles. Get into the light. Okay. Left foot. Okay. So that would be down, right? So I want to do up, down, right, left, left. So left, 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 right, right. So let's see. There. Left, right. Let's see, so that's north, that's south. So really I want to arrange it clockwise so it makes sense. So north and then northeast, I want northeast. And that right there is northeast. Northeast. Obviously after northeast I want east, like a clock face, yeah, northeast. And now I want southeast, so that's actually southwest, and then that is northeast again, and then south, northeast. There we go, that's north. Whoa. Don't tell me I forgot to do south. Wait. South. I'm missing one. I need to get southeast. Southeast. Where's southeast? Wait. I guess there. Oh my god, that's tough. Just barely had it. So, yeah, okay, and then we get south. And then we get what is it? Southwest. Southwest. There's southwest. I love the little smoke. The little smoke clouds coming off his feet. You don't really notice them as much, but anyway. And then he wants to go west, and then we just need northwest, which is there. See, I run over a rock there and it made the cape flutter, which is cool, but doesn't make sense if you're not, you know. Did I not get like a proper... I missed one angle, didn't I? Kinda. That was supposed to be it. I should have got like 3 runs of each. If I go from like there... Oh, I moved. It's not. I'm not moving in a straight line, and that's going up a hill. Oh, looks like I've got to do it again. But this is why I'm doing it, to show you, like, you know how it's possible to, like, because look, I do everything in video games because it's an easy simulation. If I was to go out into the wild and hire people to actually run around in costumes in the real world under lighting with expensive cameras and microphones, if that was something that I did and it wasn't a cosplay convention, so everyone's there doing it for free, unless that was the case, it's going to cost you loads of money. And if you messed up that one shot, you can't just call everyone back in to do it all again. You basically screwed up, right? And so I like to do the practice in video games first, because then when I come to do it for real, you know what I mean, I've already got all the experience to know, like, oh, we can't do this, we can't do that, this little bit just gonna mess it up. You gotta, you know, you can visualize what you're trying to do. Do you know what I mean? And you know, yeah, like, for example, I know, like, I need to get this all... Dragon says, I know some girls who are happy to dress up and not for much money. Yeah, actually, you'd be surprised. That's why I was kind of like, you do realize if you buy a camera, you'd be surprised what people are up for. But what I'm trying to say is, like, it's easy to use a simulated environment to get your experience in terms of composition, editing, pre-processing, post-processing. You can have fun with color correcting video game footage all day and all night, and you don't actually have to go out and, like, look, I know there's stock footage out there, but it's not the same. You can't create it, you know? Like I just showed you, we were able to go in and do all this different stuff. So anyway, like I said, now I've got this. I just need to get the that one last angle, which I'm sure is in here. I think I might just use that. Yeah, that's actually the best one. So put that one there. And then we've got... So now look, see this? There's your directions of movement. Now granted, the head, he's always looking in a funny direction, okay? But that doesn't matter, trust me, because I'm not trying to steal this. I'm trying to take this as a frame of reference, and you'll see. Because what we're going to try and do is actually crop this, yeah? And then we're going to remove it. So, whoops. If I just copy that, and let's make a new sequence, and we'll call it test. And then I'm gonna paste that in there. Yeah, cool. And then we're gonna go to sequence settings, and then we're gonna take this, and we're gonna change it to 1024 by 1024 and see if it fits. Okay. Oh, we we can go smaller, guys. I reckon we could do 512. I reckon we could do 512. It's definitely 768. But we'll try for 512. It might be too much. But he's almost in the corner, don't you think? Okay. Right. Now, if I take that video there, and we're gonna move it that way, and then we're gonna move it this way, and all I have to do is I have to try and get him in the middle of the screen. It doesn't really matter too much as long as he's in the middle of the screen. That's not bad, you know. So now what I'll do is I'll use that as a rough estimate, you know what I mean? So position and scale. Grab that. I mean, we're not scaling, but it might need a bit of adjustment because, you know, different direction. You see, he's slightly off the edge of the screen, right? So where's the controls gone? There should be. There they are. God, it drives me nuts. There we go. He's actually in the shot. You see what I mean? So we get the next one, and he's actually off the edge a bit there. Again, the bloody levers are gone, and now they're back. Thank you, Adobe. It's why I pay £60 a month for it. That's why I pay. Quality. That's what we want. That's what we're here for. There we go. He's actually on the screen. Is he going off the edge of the screen? No. The shadow is going to get removed, so I don't care about the shadow. That could actually be a little bit higher up, but I think there's a black screen there. Am I right? Yeah, I'm alright. I'm right. Okay, so that's as low as it goes. You can't do much about that. Okay. Go to this one. How are we looking? Oh, look at this perfect crops. Sorry, guys, I get excited about silly things. The centering is pixel perfect. Oh, that last one there was close. I think either maybe the nose of the gun. Definitely the cape is getting clipped. Because the thing is, by the time I'm done with it, it's not going to look like that. Not going to look like that at all. I reckon go up to 768 the next time I do it, but what the? There. Put that in there. And let's see, pull him back there, down there. Seems a bit high up. I don't know, I think actually, because considering he's actually going up a hill, so it's like weird. He's going down and up, you can barely tell, but if you watch that loop for long enough, you would notice. But anyway, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm just trying to explain the principles here. I'm sure that some of you know, but there are many of you that don't, and it's for their benefit. There. Look at that. I reckon, you can't go up with that one. He's a little bit too low down. And do you know what? The REM-BG isn't going to care about the black. Yeah, the REM-BG won't care about the black edge, so I'm just going to go with my gut, guys. It's too low. It's going up. Damn the black line. It looks better like that. And do you know what? I reckon the REM-BG will fix it. We'll get rid of it, you know? Okay, so the next thing, of course, is... these are all playing at the same speed, but they have different lengths. And they have to have the same length. So I would say the shortest loop is going to be the minimum loop length. I'm going to start on the left. I'm going to end on the left. Yeah? So what I do for this one is I go copy and paste, yeah, and then we're gonna erase all the audio with Alt drag. Now look, I can only give you like those sorts of tips for Premiere, right? Right. So there we go. Boom, 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 boom. I mean that one. Nah, it's fine. Okay, that one. His tail's getting clipped, but I think yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Do you know what? If I wanted to get video, like, okay. Anyway. So, in order to get these all the same length, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that we're starting on the left foot. There, left foot. So remember, this one starts on the left foot, and it walks for a few steps, and then it ends on the left foot. Okay? So I'm working on the idea that animation is going to be the same length. That might be a dangerous assumption. But that starts on the left. Left. Wait, we've got to make sure that we're actually... Look. Step, and it moves, right? There's no, like... Doesn't stop moving, right? Step and move. Step and move. Right, I know it sounds obvious, but it's like, it's important. So, like I say, if I take this and put it on top, if I go to the end of that one... Oh, we're going to need to turn V2 on. It should be. Hold on, I'm just going to make sure you don't look at it. Yeah, look, the leg's just coming back. Okay, so if I go to the front, and then the leg goes back. Yeah, right, okay, so it's like 1 frame too long. I know it's kind of like... It should be like before it pushes back. It's a quick movement to stick to the floor. So foot down. So look, foot down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 frames. So it's 9 frames for each leg, maybe. So one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's close enough. It's about 8 frames, roughly. So 8. What's the frame rate of this video? No info? Sometimes, I swear. And it moved it as well. That's classic. I don't actually move my mouse there. It's just... Adobe! I might have to start saying Adobe! Adobe, honk honk, as I put my makeup on. Do they still use Granny for asset animations? I've got no idea. No idea. If you mean like the developer that actually wrote the software, yes. So yeah, I think that's good enough. I mean, it's not going to be a clean loop, but it's going to be the same length at least, which is what I'm going for here. So if I go for stomp, that's where we start. Trim the start, trim the end, move to the next one, wait for the left foot down, put it to the front, Trim the beginning, trim the end. See, this isn't going to be a perfect loop, but it's going to keep it the same. You know, all the clips are the same frame length. They all start on the same foot. You know, I'm reducing the amount of work that I'm going to have to do, because the plan would be to actually not render these out as 80, you know, say that's 1 second. So 3/8, is it? 3/8 in 24 frames for 24 frames per second. Well, that's obviously no good, is it? Because it's on threes. So what I would say is just do 3 so that you've got more frames, and then just use what you actually need when you come down to it. Because it might be that you reinterpret this loop. So this loop here could be reinterpreted at 6 frames per second rather than 18 or whatever it is, right? And that gives you a different animation aesthetic. But I'll process it in the full. I'll process it in full, I think. Well, that's the plan anyway. So wait for it. Yeah. Wait, left foot down, left foot down. Boom. Yeah. Trim the front, trim the back. And get to the next one. Left foot down. Put that in there. Trim that, trim that. And like I said, we've already identified a bunch of places where this could be better, because I'm not trying to say this game, it could be any game, right? But if there's like a particular character, you know, it's possible to just sample the screen and then line it up like this, and then you have the directions. It's even possible to get the attacks as well and things like that. And remember, this is like a tracing. This is like a tracing. Now what you've got is you've got a shape to do art on top of, okay? So I'm not going to make a Helldiver. He might have a yellow helmet with a yellow cape, though. I kind of like that aesthetic. That's my character, right? Banana Man, we call him. You've got to watch out for the Banana Gang. Let's see. What's this? Left foot down. You can barely make out that he actually puts. You can't see his foot, but you see his shoulders drop. So yeah, that's good enough. And then this one, left foot down. Oh, you can't see it again. I think that's where. I think that's the step there. Okay, now that one was just a guide. So what I'm actually going to do, because it'll be easier to pick out later, and then I can just do it in one job, because before I showed you when I did this, I did it as all separate videos. Maybe it was in a lost episode now, who if you were there, could, I don't know. But what we're going to do is we're going to get a black video, and then we're going to do like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 frames of black video, and then I am gonna, what the hell, dude? I did copy. Stop scamming me in front of my friends. Okay, so there we go, and there we go. Now try and get one in there. Ooh, that's a tight fit. Not confident. And it can't be. Is that down to the frame? It was as well. Okay, well, all that aside. Yes, video editing. Right. Shall we have a little preview of what we done? We done this. I don't know if I need to see that again. I got a funny feeling that I spotted this. Feels like there was something there. Hang on. Maybe it's just me. Cause I don't want the frames to bleed. See? If you're not careful, you get a bleeding where the MPEG 4 will overlap this frame with the last, and if it's a new scene, it doesn't always keyframe, and sometimes you can get the end of the last thing at the beginning of the next thing, which isn't what you want. You want it to be nice and clean on the ends. Yeah. So I just looked that the last 2 frames are always actually, black, 1, 2. Yeah, nothing else. I don't want to see another video there, right? Animation is so much fun. Okay, and they'll be like, but you didn't even animate anything. you just recorded it from a video game. Yeah, I know. We're doing this as an example. The reason is because I want to show people, because look, you would imagine if I was to take this background away, if we get the background gone, put it together, now we have 8 directions of movement for a character in isometric. You see what I mean? Just make him smaller. Just make him smaller. He's going to be pixel art. He's not going to be this. This is huge. This is like 10 times the pixel scale, right? He's probably going to be like 64 by 64 pixels by the time we're done. I doubt you'll even be able to tell he's, you know what I mean? It actually makes sense to remove things like guns and add them as an element layer, which he can then hold, and then it's like, oh, you get upgrades, and when you select the shotgun, he's holding the shotgun. Because it's easier to make a little shotgun thing that he's holding than it is to do an accurate, you know what I mean? It's not a high-res game, right? But it'll make it quite a unique character, because as you can see, he's got the helmet and the cloak, he's got the gun, there's a pistol on his knee. You probably won't be able to make any of that out, though. He's wearing a gas mask. Yeah. Oh, technically speaking, it isn't isometric because it has perspective. That's true. That's true. Dragon, yeah, I know this isn't how you do pixel art. I know this isn't how you do pixel art. I'm just seeing, because think about it, right? Doom was sprites, yeah? If we can get video and turn the video back into sprites, you've got assets to animate and control with the keyboard and mouse or controller or whatever. They can be enemies, they can be NPCs, they can be player characters. And this is a hurdle everyone has to get over. What I would do is I would use this as the background layer, and I would hand draw the pixel art over the top. And then you duplicate the frames and then slightly change, you duplicate the pixel art to every frame, and then you edit it to match the pixel thing. And then if you know what you're doing, this is like an easy way to use either AI generation or like scraping from video, do you know what I mean? From gameplay to create, because obviously this is too dark, the lighting's all over the place, but I think it gives you a solid look. North, northeast, east, southeast, south, southwest, west, and northwest. I still think I should have done a better job at going to like a well-lit level and all of that business, because there are better lit parts of the game, but I wasn't trying to take the whole stream over playing Helldivers 2. That's not what we do here. I just wanted to show that you could do this, and also if it's like actually from a game that really is isometric. Oh, you were just saying the making of sprites is a long lost method and this method is a lot quicker. Yeah, so let me show you the tool that I recommend for this one. It's made by one guy, okay? It's called Pixel Edit. It's actually really good. A lot of people don't know it even exists. It's got a lot of cool features that you'd need for making tiles. tile-based games, sprite-based animations, okay? Like some of the things I was talking about earlier with the fact that you can clone and stuff. I don't want to show any of this off right now because we ain't got time. But that's where it's going. So how about we render this out and see if we can get the, you know, excuse me, see if we can get the animation, right? So let's see, test 2 or test HD2. Because remember, like, we do a lot of stuff with transferring, you know what I mean? You love the dark mode of pixel edit. Hell yeah, Fernicar. Like I said, that guy, we were using it before COVID. So I hope the guy that made it did okay, because I haven't, you know what I mean? It's good software, you know? Like, do you know, actually, I do want to show you one thing. Let me see if I can show you one thing here real quick. So if we go to the tiled, right? Now, let me see, was it, how do you do? Yeah, select that. And then, not caps lock. I'm trying to, this is why I don't like to, has it changed since I last came here? I bet it has. This is what always happens. So we've got 2 tiles now. Ah! No, it's not doing it. Oh, that's annoying. Oh, that's annoying. He's changed it. Tiles. Let's go back to 3x3. That didn't work, did it? What have you done? It looks the same. So what's he done then? So what I was trying to show you was that by using the tile menu, it's possible to link. So you can have all of them be the same tile, and then you can edit it and duplicate. So then you see the changes reflected in real time in all of the tiles. So I could draw a line, it will draw the line in all of them. And then obviously you can say, oh, this one's a different one, and like change it. You can also trace over the top, so you can like see a faint version of blah, blah, blah. And then the most important thing I want to show you, not the gradient. This, look at this. You see this? So they have a pop out just for pixel art. So if you notice that when you pick colors and things, it'll give you your +1, +3 in both directions for shading, lightness, saturation, and hue. I'm trying to find a good example. I think you can see, look, it's telling me which way to go. And this was such a useful thing when we were making our 2D game. Because you can literally just be like, oh, I'm going to paint in this one and this one. And then it also had a bunch of like custom palette stuff, so you could quickly get a custom palette you needed. Yes, Dragon, we're keyframing an image. Yeah. And that's exactly what we were doing in here. We're keyframing with rotoscope, but we're using AI to do the rotoscope, because before you couldn't do this because there'd be too much movement, too much jiggle. Yeah. There's too much change, right? But because the AI is so good at doing the RemBG, well, this is what we're going to find out. I think I already exported this bad boy now, so... Oh, how'd the gorilla go?
Today we're pulling the ultimate camping prank.
What?
This is going to be legendary. Don't try this at home.
It's not a gorilla. It's not a gorilla. I think he is actually saying Bigfoot, but... I mean, I think he is actually just saying Bigfoot. It must be that he's just saying Bigfoot. I've tried everything. Let's try another one. Bigfoot. It's so funny, dudes. Alright, so... RemBG. What is the best way to RemBG? It's got to be comfy, right? It's got to be comfy. Yeah, do you know what? Because we're out of time, I will post a little GIF, probably, or a WebM when it's finished. I'll chuck it up in the Discord, Also, I'll be slicing up what's left of this. What's left of... What the... Pause it. Pause it. Yeah. I'll be putting this... Where's the cursed robot? Hang on, is he... Yeah, I think this is the bit. Yeah. The cursed mech. And then I nearly killed myself. So yeah, basically we're gonna... I deliberately turned off as much of the UI as possible so that we could train some motion for a WAN model. Now, it's obviously only trained on a couple of clips from one game session, so it's not really going to be the best. But I just want to test the viability. And obviously, if it's good, then it's just a question of getting the most epic clips from YouTube Shorts and training them instead. Like, I don't even... You know what I mean? Because we've already found that the best way to train video games is just to train with a very simple phrase and a very simple keyword. Like, don't bother trying to describe everything in the whole video. It'll never work. Just go like, you know, video game, SKZ style video of, you know, and then like give it a loose description that should apply to most of the videos. Like here it would be soldiers on an alien planet, you know, defending democracy or something if you want, you know, who cares? That's what I would do. And 9 times out of 10, you have enough samples, it's going to look great. So yeah, there it is. Look forward to that. And like I said, I should have an 8 direction of movement isometric animation to show you. We'll put it up in the Discord. Don't forget that the VO Angel and the various offshoots of this are all up on my GitHub. And we still haven't quite got this prompt right. Let's see, did I change it to Bigfoot? Yeah, so let's just run one more. I'll put the results of this one up as well when it's done. But yeah, this is funny. This is. We've just been trying to figure out what the famous Aussie Yowie. We've been trying to get his prompt just from guessing. You know what I mean? Just trying to guess his prompt using my prompt enhancer and nothing else. I have no idea, right? Tonight we're going to give them the fright of their lives, mate. Yeah, I love it. So good. So yeah, it's too good. It's got big Les energy. That's what it's got. Let me see. Is there anything else I need to talk about? I think that's just about it, dudes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining me. Look out on the Discord for some results. Like I say, I do like to share the full quality stuff so you can watch it without my music and me shouting over the top of it. We'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place. See you then.